Max Weber, father of sociology, defined power, potestas in Roman law, as the chance of obtaining the obedience of others to a particular command. Basically, the ability of making others do whatever you want, regardless of their willingness. And authority, autoritas in Roman law, is defined as the social acceptance of power. Allowing somebody, a politician, a doctor, a teacher, a father, to take a decision for me based upon an election, a technical knowledge, a relationship of trust, etc. The problem is that recently we have interchanged the word for this concept. Now, power is a bad word, so we use authority for previous power potestas. And the social acceptance of power, now we call it leadership. So, if authority is the social acceptance of others' power, what is leadership? Let's keep working on that. I believe leadership has much more of sociology than psychology, but the leadership concepts and theories were developed in early 20th century and basically came from organizational behavior, analyzing the characteristics and behaviors of leaders or really key good managers in business organizations. Max Weber developed the concept of charism. We're not going to give here a full class about Weber and leadership, but I will try to make a basic point. Charism for Weber is a characteristic of a person to be perceived as if he was superhuman or at least with extraordinary powers. But the key is that he thinks it is an attribution process, what others see in that person and not an attribute, what that person is or has. Charism comes when there is a significant situation of crisis or change, there is no clear solution, and the leader has some communication abilities, verbalize a better future, a vision, and he represents in his actions and behaviors what he demands from others. Charism now, it seems to be considered more as an individual appeal, but the classical Weber term is a social construction and is key for understanding leadership. In order to make a closer similarity, think when you or others fall in love. That loved person is just perfect. The reality is that she or he is not perfect, but we see him or her as perfect. We want to see him, her perfect. More often than not, we need to see that person perfect. That makes our life better. It is an attribution, not an attribute. They are, I promise, human beings, not perfect. Regardless who they are, they do have faults, make mistakes, have doubts, like you and me. Yes, you can think attributes of leaders, but it's much more convenient to understand leadership, to think in leaders as persons, that have been attributed those characteristics and not as having them. Think about your parents, the person who wants you to fall in love. Attribution, not attribute.